Hopefully you can see that rainbow. Zoom up a little bit. A gorgeous day here on the ranch. But this is paradise. Like the shade under there, puppy, huh? Isn't that some cool? Yeah, it's a good puppy. Yeah. Alright. I had done probably about a 12-minute long video on how batteries work with a 200-watt solar system. I got two, let's see, you can see in there, two 1-gallon water jugs representing two 12-volt batteries or two 6-volt batteries. Doesn't make any difference. They all work the same. And you got two 100-watt panels putting in about 130 watts into them at any one time. And that's how they work for draining them. You put a little hole in it, you get about 25 watts out of it. Depending on how big your battery bank is, will be how long it'll last. And the same thing if you put a size for a 60-watt hole in it. It'll last as long as it takes to drain how many batteries you got. And then you got the 200-watt, and then of course the 1500-watt, which would be like a microwave and stuff. You can see it wouldn't take long to drain. Doesn't make any difference how many batteries you got. It wouldn't take too long to drain them at all. Now, the one thing that's missing here is that you really only want to use, at the most, half of your battery bank. You try and keep it so that you're only using 25% of your battery bank if you really want to get them to last a long time. You only want to really drain them down about 25% and then recharge them back up. So you can see that those 200 watts of panels I got wouldn't even be enough to replenish that hole. So, yeah, I mean, I hope this helps visualize in your head how batteries work and the drainage, and you know what you got going into the top is just as important as how much you're sucking out of the bottom. And then you can see a board I got on the ground right over there. Got a couple more right there and right there. And there's one more right underneath that cholla. What they are, as I was up at Ace Hardware a couple weeks ago, and they had packets of wildflower seeds for 25 cents. So I planted a bunch of them, oops, wrong way, where these are, and you can see the cows don't give a crap. And I got them sprouting this much. There may be too many in there, I don't know. I just kind of, bought 2 packets for 25 cents each. So I sprinkled them there. And I sprinkled some over here. And of course there's 2 cow prints in that patch too. You know, there's one right there. And another one right there. So, and then over here by this cholla, I sprinkled the few I had left, thinking that maybe half of them were going to sprout. And it looked like almost every one of them sprouted. Projects I've been working on around here. One of them is, I don't know if you can hear me over the wind, but these, I can't even see it in this phone to see where I'm pointing. Get me shade here, I guess. I put those cross beams up on this thing. These are 16-foot long 2x4s, and they're kind of sagging a little bit, so I put those beams up there, and somehow or another it seems like they've straightened up by themselves already. I know that's not true, but of course I'd pushed them up a little bit before I put those things in there, and then I let the board down. So down to only 2 or 3 2x4s, 8-foot 2x4s left here. I got one more over there by the green trailer. I got this all positioned finally. Still got to do let's see, where am I? Got this all positioned. I still got to put some more backing boards in there, but it's not really necessary for the function of it. It's just for the aesthetics. Oh, got a shocker. Yesterday, I think it was, I was doing some measuring, finding out about taking the awning thing off of here, or this window, thinking that, I mean, if you take a look at the awning things up there, I mean, there's nothing left there. And I was going to put it back here on this back window. Figuring for the summer, that'd be nice. The ladder there will pose a little bit of a problem. But the shocker came when I tried to open those up, and the awning fabric is still there. And it still holds up, and it still works. It just looks like crap. I mean, like I said, I thought all this time that there was nothing there. But no, it's all still there, and part of my plans, not 100% sure it's gonna work, but when I take that board down to move the RV into this spot here, I was gonna drive it down here farther, put that board that I take off back there, and put it up from that corner down to this corner, move all those things down, you know, put the third row up there, down, and move all of those things down a little bit. So that'll offer me about another hour of shade in the later afternoon, between 3, 4, 5, I don't remember exactly. But when I need it, and then right after that, it goes down behind the tree. So it's only a little bit of sun. And I don't know, I kind of like it when it comes in there. I like the light. And I move all those things down a little bit. And there's only so many compartments in this RV. You'd be amazed how easy it is to lose stuff when you don't have very many places to put it. It's always kind of jammed up in there and stuff. And I thought for sure I knew what was in these things. But here's a 20-foot long by 8-foot shade cloth. Of course, it was all rolled up nice and neat when I found it last week. But I'm gonna figure out some sort of a way to drape it up over the top, blocking this window a little bit and down the side. Because from where the RV is now, facing that way, the sun comes up on June 21st, almost straight over there. You know, it goes up this way, of course, but so for the next 6 months, because this morning the sun came up right about there, so for the next 6 months it's going to go to there and then back to this point. So those are the hot 6 months. April, May, June, July, August, September. Yay, and cold again. I'm not looking forward to that. I got to get this furnace fixed in here for next winter. Here's what I mean when I say I have a black thumb. Got all these flowers, wildflowers, to germinate, sprout, but they've been this tall for 2 weeks now. I don't know, what's the problem? There's good soil in there. I mixed in some good Miracle Grow potting mix soil, whatever it is, into the dirt, worked it in really good. It's been getting enough water.